All right, welcome to an episode of Real Talk with Leah Lynette, and I'm, of course, Leah Lynette. You know, it's been a long time coming. People have been saying, Leah, you need to just go ahead and get your own little podcast out there, let people know how you feel about things. You know, I post silliness on Facebook here and there, but nothing real serious. But I said, why not? Let's go for it. So here we are, Real Talk with Leah Lynette. Of course, you here on the site, I do a lot of blogging about different things, mostly relationships, love, sex, anything you can think of. I normally blog on, and I answer a lot of you all's questions that I get on Facebook. And I will be answering a question today, actually, is the topic for today's Real Talk with Leah Lynette. But first of all, let me just say thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to try to do this at least once a week, but probably I'll end up being more than that, just depending on the feedback that I get, all right? Now, I do want to acknowledge some people because that's just what I do. And today's deal of the day is actually for Nazuri.com. Nazuri.com. All right, it should pop up at the bottom of your screen shortly. This is actually my girl Sharcease. She was here in Memphis. She moved to Chicago and is now moving to Dallas. I swear that girl moves more than I don't know who does. But anyway, she has some really, really nice jewelry on her site for a relatively low price. Help people out. Small businesses, we all need each other's help, and she's definitely doing some big things with definitely creative spirit. Love her to death. What's up, Shaw? Anyway, let's get right into it, okay? My question was about cheating. Yes. I don't know why people always want to ask me questions about cheating. Like, are you trying to tell me something? Anyway, so today's question is, my boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years. We live together, have been for 6 months. He has been coming home late from work, got a new phone that I didn't know about. Before we have sex, he goes and takes a shower. He's a good guy. I love him, but do you think he's cheating? Really? Like, those are so typical signs, am I right, ladies? Like, those are just atypical signs of males that cheat. Men are that creative. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all are just not that creative. You're not going to come up with new and exciting ways to cheat. There are typical signs that you can look for, in my opinion. And again, all of this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. It's all good. But, I would have to know a little bit more details about what's going on. But just from that, I would have to say, yeah, probably. And I hate to hear that because I know you and I know the guy that you're talking to, and y'all really are a good couple. And I'm hoping that this is not the case. But anytime a man's behavior all of a sudden changes, there's something going on. If he wasn't coming home from work late before this 6 months that y'all moved in together, y'all been together 2 years, so a year and a half, he wasn't doing this, and then all of a sudden his behavior has changed, his pattern has changed, that's a red flag, ladies. We have to pay attention to what's going on. Guys as well. Women are the same way. If their pattern, their behavior changes all of a sudden with no explanation, that's a red flag. That's something for you to look into and at least talk about, okay? So that's the number one issue, I think, is communication. If you think something is going on, if you had to ask a question, then there's clearly a break in communication going on in your relationship, period. So why not ask him? Give them room to tell the truth. Because, guys, if you come up at them, ready to fight, ready to argue, ready to point the finger without listening, they're going to hide behind a lie. That's just what they're going to do. So give him room to tell the truth. Discuss it. But this whole getting a new phone, that's drastic. If you didn't know that he had this phone, that's something serious. Like, why? Why don't you know? Do you have the number? if you don't have the number, then that's your question is answered right there. There's no reason that your significant other should have a completely separate phone that you don't know about. I mean, you can have another phone. My boyfriend has 2 phones, but I know about them. I have the numbers. I'm aware that he has them. See, and that's the whole thing, communication. What was your other question? He has to take a shower before you have sex. There's one thing, people are OCD. He might just want to be clean. Sure, I'll put that out there. I'll give him a little leeway on that note. But if your man comes home and you're trying to seduce him, it's that time, you're trying to get it on, and he says, no, wait, I need to take a shower. No man does it. I'm sorry. Just, Either he's not interested in you anymore, he has to go and rev himself up, or something's going on. He's washing away evidence, has to get himself prepared mentally and physically again in order to do something else that he's already done. Because let's be real, men love sex. It is what it is. If y'all live together and he comes home and like, I got to take a shower first, that's another red flag. So your question holds like 3-4 red flags to me. That's just my personal opinion. So is your man cheating? I honestly don't know because I'm not in his shoes. But from what you're telling me, I would say yes, something is going on. At the very least, you have a break, some type of something in communication that you all need to, work through. If it's worth it, obviously y'all been together for 2 years and you're living together. You chose to make that, take that to the next step. So I wouldn't just say, throw it all away, but you definitely need to talk to him, okay? But right now, I want to put a spotlight on my girl, Ashanti, Princess of Pop. What's up, girl? I see you out here making major moves. She's in the new First Tennessee commercial, and I just wanted to show it because I like showing off, for my peeps. So I'll be right back.
For us, convenience has always been about being there for you. With locations around the corner and hours that fit your busy schedule. But now we're expanding what it means to make your life a little easier. Today, it starts with technology, with access, with a commitment to innovation.
All right, and I'm back. I see you, Shanti. Major shout-outs for making big moves in the city. If you or someone you know, have something positive to share, just message it to me. Email me. Send me a message on Facebook. Doesn't matter. And if I can support it, get behind it, do something that I think is positive, I'll put you out there. Whatever. All right, now back to the topic of cheating that everybody seems to ask me questions about. What's that about? Anyway, the number one question that I always get, especially from women, is, Leah, how do I stop my man from cheating? Like, how do I get him to stop? It's always been my experience that you can't make a grown man do anything just as much as you can't make a grown woman do anything. But there are ways that you can probably help prevent it from happening. And I have a blog on the site about that, and I'll get more into it in depth on the next episode. Actually, it's just an extension because, YouTube won't let you allow, like 10 minutes. All right, so stay tuned and look for part 2. All right, and remember, it doesn't cost a dime to keep it real. Peace.